Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the video. What if yes, today is another Division video. Today I have some very exciting news for you guys. So if you guys didn't know, the developers of the Division actually posted a very long blog, and it pretty much went in depth of the summary of the 1.4 patch and what they're changing and some of the stuff we haven't really seen them talk about it. Although the article is very long, I'm going to cover some of the most important things that I have read and have seen that is changing in the 1.4 patch. I will also have a link to the article in the description below, so if you guys do want to check it out, feel free to do that. The link will be in the description. But anyways, if you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and let's get right into these changes. Most of the article talked about gear, skill power, and DPS or damage to your weapon, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to start off with the skill power first because there's a lot of different changes coming in the 1.4 patch. So the first one is very simple, but it is very effective. So first aid will no longer allow you to heal yourself multiple times. If you guys didn't know, when you deployed a heal on the ground, you could just run back and forth through it and pretty much get your health up a lot. You will no longer be able to do that, unfortunately, which I guess is pretty bad news, but now the first aid will automatically heal you, so there's like no delay or anything. Once you click it, you will instantly be healed, so that is really good. Also, the other change they did to the heal is they actually increased it, so now it is going to heal you a little bit more. I'm not too sure how much more it is going to heal you, but it is going to heal you a little bit more than previously. Obviously, with so many changes in the 1.4 patch, the skills obviously had to get rebalanced, because if they didn't, it would be way too overpowered. You would literally one-shot the enemies with like a pulse or anything like that, so the skills actually did get rebalanced. I'm pretty sure Smart Cover has been rebalanced, so it is a little bit less effective as of right now. And also the pulse has been nerfed because, like I said, if it didn't, it would be just way too overpowered for NPCs, since they are going to be a little bit weaker. The two other changes coming out in the 1.4 patch for skills is actually the ballistic shield, and the support station is getting increased health, so now it's not as easy to destroy. And also the support station will have a increased healing time, so it is going to heal yourself and your friends a little bit faster when you have it deployed. So that's pretty much the synopsis for the skills. Like I said, there's so many other changes, but if I talked about every single one of them, the video would literally be like half an hour. So if you guys, like I said, want to check it out, go to the description below, click the first link, and read it for yourselves. One of the biggest changes coming to the 1.4 update is actually there's a new DPS system, I guess you could say. I'm not too sure how it's going to work, but they did mention that there is going to be a kind of different formula to the DPS, how you can pretty much set your gear and how your firearms is going to work. And now pretty much if you have high firearms, you are going to be doing a lot more damage instead of just being like a different weird number that you have like 300,000 DPS, but you weren't doing so much damage. So now the firearms are going to be more responsible of how much damage you are doing to NPCs and just players in general. They also listed that there's going to be a lot of different buffs and nerfs to the weapon talents. As you guys know, Brutal is a very overpowered weapon talent. I'm pretty sure that is going to get nerfed, but they have not specifically listed weapon talents that are going to be effective. They just said that some of them are going to get buffed or nerfed in the 1.4. Another minor change that is happening in the 1.4 patch is some weapons have been changed with the damage and some of the rolls that they do have on. I'm not too sure which weapons once again, but for example, let's say the Vector had like 9k base damage, it might have got changed to 10k, it might have got changed to like 8.5k or even 8k. We're not even too sure what's going to get changed, but they did say certain weapons are going to be changed in this patch. Last but not least, we are moving on to the gear changes. So the first change is that there is no more scavenging in the game, which is good news because, to be honest, no one really used scavenging, and half the time it was broken, it didn't really work or anything like that, so they did remove it completely from the game, which is very good news. Also, gear talents have been rebalanced. Now, I'm not too sure if this is only for high end or just gear sets in general, but they did mention that gear talents are going to get rebalanced. The next thing I actually talked about in a previous video, and that is that there is going to be no more 268 gear. It is going to drop down to 229, which is kind of good news and sad news at the same time, but it really doesn't matter because your gear is going to be just as good. It's just a number that is getting changed. And finally, critical hit chance and headshot damage is actually getting nerfed to fit the game. Like I said previously, most of the NPCs are going to get nerfed, so if the headshot damage and the critical hit chance was like it is now, the NPCs would just get melted really quickly, and there will be basically no competition between us and the NPCs in the game. But that's pretty much for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, the full article will be in the description. If you guys do want to check it out, feel free to do that. But once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.